Yo, what is going on, guys? Savage here. Today we're going to bring you guys another video from my series Oversimplified, where we basically break down viewer submitted gameplay. We analyze the entire situation. I go through different rotations with different circles. I go through how to outplay the enemy better than you are, or if you die, I point out things you could have done to avoid the situation. Now, when it comes to battle royales, the variables are absolutely infinite. You just run into one situation and then you learn from that, and the next day you're in the exact same situation and what you thought was right happens to not work out. It's all RNG based off how other players move, how you move, and the entire game itself. But before we get into the gameplay, make sure you subscribe to the channel, join the wolf pack today. Also, make sure you like the video. Let's get to 600 likes. On top of that, guys, make sure you follow us over on Twitch and join our community on Discord. The link to both of those will be in the description as well. But guys, without further ado, let's dive into the gameplay. All right, in this match, we'll be spectating my boy Big Dave. And right now, as you see, I always recommend load up the map. As soon as you're in the plane, bring up your map and start coming up the game plan. Try to avoid landing the exact same spot every match. Break out of the habit of landing at the same 5 places every time. Change it up, because if you're not winning landing at those spots, maybe it's time for a change. And that's another reason why I highly recommend going for objectives off the rip. That way it forces you to land somewhere different that you're not familiar with. And on top of that, other players are going for those exact same objectives, so you're gonna get some fights and get some kills. All right, so there are shots under his building, but only one target. There's the second one. If you look at the mini map, you can see that there are 2 dots in the mini map, and the player count has not dropped. It's still at 144. Guys, if you're in a building and you hear 2 people under you shooting, make sure you're keeping your eye on the player count. That way you can tell if these guys are actually killing each other or not. I can tell these 2 guys are still alive, so this is a great opportunity. Well, someone just died, but this is a great opportunity regardless to try to get the third party. I definitely wouldn't have pushed him with that DMR, so it was a great choice on him not pushing him with that gun. That gun close range in a multiple person fight definitely will not end very well. All right, there's the body of one of the poor bastards. There's the other one. There's a third. Okay, how many people died in here, and where's the guy that killed them all? All right, so you got your plate definitely played up, guys. A lot of people, when they come off the rip, they forget that they only come in with 2 plates. Now, you'll notice the mini map right there. They have the dot on the outside, and he shot at someone basically to your northeast. So make sure you're keeping your eye on your left. As you're pushing out of here, you should be pushing to the left. So look, this building right here, how I would have played this off the rip is, because we knew there was a dot right here on the mini map, instead of pushing out of the middle bay of this building, push out of the far left bay. Get yourself as close to him as possible. I like creating separation. However, what you're doing right here, besides creating separation, is you're leaving him an inlet to get inside your building and flank you, right? So as you're creep crawling through here, you're keeping your eye on this area. You can't really see the corner of the building. So at any given moment, the enemy can come inside that next bay, the far left bay, and he can flank you from the left while you're out here scanning for his body. Always be aware of how your buildings are laid out, and always pre-plan what you would do if you were in the enemy's position. All right, so we're looking to our right. Again, we know there's a guy to the left. I wouldn't take my eye off of the guy to the left for sure. Stun grenade's not a bad idea, but still, you want to keep your eye on the back side. We don't know where this guy went, and Big Dave feels uncomfortable, and he's going to go ahead and bail out of the fight. Again, guys, just because somebody was over here shooting doesn't mean they're a better player, right? We as players have to get out of the habit of running from a 1v1 fight. He's got full plates. He doesn't really have a lot of money. He doesn't have his loot, so he really has nothing to lose, right? It's off the bat. So the worst case scenario is you go in there, you fight him, you die, and you restart the match, and you wasted a minute of your life. So definitely, especially if you're off the rip and you have nothing to lose, go ahead and push him. I'd push him regardless. Don't let him being the last person alive intimidate you. Don't let that dude bully you. So we know there's a guy in this building, and the guy has no idea we're in the building, right? So you definitely want to push up on the target and get the kill. Don't allow him time to figure out you're there. Another tactic, and I like it, if you kill somebody, or if you find a bouncing Betty or a claymore, plan it. It doesn't matter where, just plan it. Even if you want to get something different, just throw it down real quick, pick up the one you want, and roll out. Every now and then you'll get a lucky kill. I've gotten a few kills from random claymores. Now, granted, the claymores and bouncing betties won't one-tap them, but if they're in the middle of a fight and they're running from somebody and trying to outmaneuver an enemy and they run into your claymore, that's a GG. All right, now look, when you are the enemy, when you have a bounty on you, you all have to get out of the habit of getting intimidated by that bounty. Remember, you having a bounty doesn't let the whole server know where you're at. It's only you versus the guy who has the bounty. So it's a 1v1 situation. Does the enemy know exactly where you are? Well, if you're sitting in a building in a corner, yes, he does. If you're moving around with a bounty on you, the map has a delayed update system. So basically what you're seeing on the map as the target's moving, it's delayed. So it'll stay in one spot. Meanwhile, the target's like 300 feet down the road. And then a couple seconds later, it'll relocate. So there's a little bit of delay. There's a little bit of safety. If you have a bounty on you, you're better off moving. It's a better decision. What this guy's doing is, I guarantee you, he's laying prone somewhere in that building. He's waiting for you to walk in where he can kill you. And also, guys, don't just barrel through the doors because you can get ready for this. They're going to be camping. I highly doubt the guy sitting on the roof, because if you are sitting on the roof, that's not a bad play if you're peeking. If I was on the roof waiting for this guy, I'd be peeking. I would never have let them got this close to my building. But I don't think he's on the roof because he's not moving at all. I think he's inside the door. And just like that, bro, like motherfucking Sasquatch, bro, just, oh my God, is hiding in the forest. I guarantee you, I bet money this dude didn't move. He missed his stun grenade, which is very unfortunate, but I guarantee you this guy's still in that same corner. Oh, shit. Never mind. He's got... No. Oh, he's by a file cabinet. I was kind of right. Okay, he's still in that same section. So again, guys, look, that enemy put himself in that position. He deserved to die. Do not ever, ever, ever let the bounty or most wanted intimidate you as a player. Don't ever be intimidated. You see someone slide cancel and drop shot and do some bunny hop crap across rooftops, yeah, have a little intimidation built from that fight because he's cracked out of his mind. But if a guy picks up a bounty, he's just like you and me. He's just an average Joe trying to find someone to kill. You don't know if he's good. You don't know if he's bad. So why put yourself in a position to let a bad kid kill you? Now, I'm not saying he's bad at all, but look, if you put yourself in a corner, the worst of players will be able to kill you, right? But look, I want to clarify. I'm not calling him trash. I was speaking from a general senses. I don't want anyone to... Savage, stop making fun of people. I'm sorry. Look, I didn't mean it like that. I promise. All right, so your boy went ahead, used his cash, and he got everything he needed. Got his loadout, got a UAV in the air. He knows he's safe. He knows he's clear. Time to throw it down. Now, when you have your loadout drop, hey, I like that. Let's go, brother. Let's go. You can never be too careful. His UAV tells him that there's nobody near him, but you can never be too safe. Granted, I probably wouldn't have put it on top of this building because this building's pretty exposed, right? He can't go prone right here, so it's not a bad idea. But I like the fact that he went in the building to throw it so it would land on the roof because he felt uncomfortable throwing in the open. I'm not against that at all. Love it. I love it. All right, so here we are rocking the beautiful HDR with the variable scope. Now, what scope you want to use is completely preference, but I will tell you, as a sniper, I recommend you use the normal scope. That little bitty zoom, that little bit of zoom will be helpful pretty rarely, and the last thing you want to do is be stuck in the wrong zoom on accident. I love having the normal scopes on my snipers because I get used to shooting the same way. I get used to leading the target the same way, because when you're more zoomed in, you have to lead differently than when you're unzoomed. So if you train your body to get used to one scope and one zoom, then you're training your body how to lead the exact same way every time. Granted, you have to account for distance, of course, but you develop an eye for it. If you keep switching between scopes and utilizing variable and going back to regular, or switching your variables up, it can really throw off your practice and throw off your muscle memory. All right, so here we're in a position, guys. We got $2,600. This is stimulus buyback, so we need to have enough money to get ourselves back into the game. But this is the newest game mode since the update's released, and you want to make sure you take full benefit of it. Buying yourself back is awesome. Keeps your high kill games going. It keeps your, keeps you going for that win. So definitely utilize the money in the buyback system. So that's the first thing I'll do right now. Try to get some money. Try to get some money. Try to get some kills. You got to do one or the other. Sitting right here on this side of the map, this is the least productive side of the map, period. It doesn't matter if the circle even favors this map. The first 3 circles, everyone's going to be on the left side of the map. Everybody. You've got promenade. You've got train station. You have everything. You have stadium. There's everything's over there. All you have on your side is prison, which still isn't even that popular in the end of it. And you have farm, and that's it. So definitely, if you're trying to do anything, get your ass to the other side of the map. Granted, you basically have this entire side to yourself with maybe a couple enemies. So if you truly wanted to get money, just loot up, right? So right now, it doesn't seem like you're really kill hungry, so you should definitely be going for some form of money. Whether you do missions, whether you just loot crates, whatever it may be, definitely get yourself to the $4,500, I believe is what it is, to buy yourself back. All right, so he's making his way over to Loadout Stash, I guess, to get his Ghost class, I would imagine. Actually, he may have his Ghost class. That's why he's got the Ram. JK, I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy ranting. Now look, I want you guys to notice this right here, right? Okay, this is scary. This is a scary sight, bro. This is a scary sight. Look how many crates are right here, dude. Look how many, what is it, 5? So there are 4 enemies near you, for sure. And this area here is filled with warehouses with multiple levels, rooftops, factories, you've got everything. And then you've got the scaffolding as well. So be very careful when you're looting here. If you're looting and there's this many crates, sit between all the crates, get in and get out. Don't think about shit. Gets in, he gets out, he's got his RAM, he's switching to his, all right, so we've got a RAM now, we got the custom RAM, and we got the custom HDR, which is also a great setup. I'm not a huge fan of the RAM, but I do see people slapping with it, so I know it's a good gun. All right, again, I guess we're in a position now, we're waiting for other enemies to come to us, to get kills or whatnot. Is he stuck? Oh God, I love this game. But look, this is a bad area. You're surrounded by roofs. And you're out in the open. So basically, like, even though you're immediately safe from this guy, right? You're hiding behind the truck, so you feel safe. You're not. You got to remember, dude, you have the blue roof next to you all the way to your left, and you have the entire area, the bridge and everything, right? The building behind you. The guy that killed him is somewhere to your back left, whether he's in the building you're in right now or he's on the building next to him. He's to your left, so if he looks down, he can see you and shoot you. So make sure you're always aware you're protecting yourself from where the tracers are coming from, where the suppressed shots are coming from. Make sure you're surrounded by cover. Remember, guys, when you freeze up, when you're out in the open and you start moving really slow, you put yourself at a huge disadvantage. Now that player there, he should have been aware too. Look, there's still 3-4 crates there, so that guy should have been like, somebody's probably close. Don't just run out there to get the loot, guys. If you get the kill out there, cool. Hold your position for a little bit. Wait to see if anybody else loots, because I guarantee you, if that guy he just killed would have waited, Big Dave would have probably been the guy to go get the loot, and he would have been shot in the head, and we wouldn't be spectating his game anymore. All right, so now we grab the flag contract, and I've been seeing this a lot with the videos submitted to me. You guys have been grabbing contracts and going for them. That's awesome. But what did he fail to do? He didn't make a game plan. He's just going to go out there and wing it and say YOLO. Granted, he's going to the buy station right now, so he may do it. What I'm about to recommend he's going to do in a second. But look, when you grab that flag and you know you're safe while you're in a building, pull up your map and come up with a game plan. Narrow it out. Be like, okay, I'm gonna hit the buy station and then I'm gonna go through here. But instead of making a direct shot, I know this place is hot. So I'm gonna go around the left side, the right side. I'm gonna jump the roof. So whatever you may do, come up with a game plan. You grab an objective, pull up your map, and look at what the objective is. All right, so we did hear suppressed shots down to the southeast. Again, when you hear suppressed shots, you want to kind of keep glancing over there. We haven't glanced towards a suppressive fire yet. We do spot one guy. All right, one thing I'll say just from seeing you lead the target, you want to lower your sensitivity. You want to lower your high zoom ADS sensitivity. Why? Because when you're trying to track them, your scope's going too fast side to side, right? I think you'd benefit a lot messing with your ADS sensitivity and trying to get your shots. Also, the HDR is probably the most, it's not probably, it is the most accurate sniper rifle. Before you start yelling at me saying the K98, it's not classified as a sniper in this game, so stop yelling at me. With this gun, you don't have to lead. This is why people prefer it over the X50. All right, so here we are. There's bodies around us. We don't scan the rooftop that had a ladder going to at all. We just instantly jump to the buy station, which, okay, it works out. But again, look, you got to at least scan the area. Now, circle is not coming in for another minute and a half, and you have a flag right here. You picked up the flag. You're next to the flag. The flag is safe. Granted, I like the fact that he's bailing out because of the rooftops, but if you would have scanned the area, you could have climbed the ladder, got the high ground real quick, which would have taken him maybe, I don't know, 15, 20 seconds, and then he can jump down and get the flag for the remainder of the time. Remember, any circle after the first circle moves slowly, so you can outrun it no matter where you're at on the map. So he's got plenty of time to capture that flag, find out where the next zone is going to be, and then on top of that, get the money and get out. All right, so here we're in a position. There's two guys. I believe this is bank, if I'm not mistaken, right? I believe this is bank. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments. But you have two guys camping bank. Screw these guys, right? Move on and gatekeep them. What's going to end up happening is these guys aren't going to fight each other. You're not going to fight them. Y'all are going to sit here until the circle forces both of y'all out, or all three of y'all out. And then whoever is the last one out of the zone with a face mat, with a gas mask, is the one that wins the fight. All right, so we got one man down. We don't know if these were the two. All right, one just jumps off the roof. Listen for the parachute. Boom, easy kill. Now, We don't know if that first guy was also the guy in the building. It could have been. He could have rotated out from a different angle. I don't think so, because that was pretty quickly, but it could have been. So make sure you're keeping your eye on your right, because there could be another player there. All right, when the announcer tells you that there's a guy jumping in the area, just make a quick glance, because a lot of times you'll be able to see somebody coming in, especially downtown. All right, I can definitely tell your ADS sensitivity is too high in general. You're low and you're high. When you were ADS on that guy and you went to track the target, your gun just flew across the screen. That's a sign that your ADS sensitivity is too high. So make sure you play with your ADS sensitivity settings, high and low, and get it corrected. Because I really think you'll probably be a better shot if you tweak those settings and practice with it a little bit. Now, this is a place I hate being in. This is a situation I don't like being in. I hate being on the edge of the circle, going up a staircase, because we have 39 seconds for the circle to move in, and there's guys above us, right? So either A, we quickly push them, get the third party and get out, or B, we just bail. Now, the guy is above him. You can tell by the dot on the mini map. This guy's probably looking down. He's probably not even paying attention. Oh, he died. Well, GG. So whoever killed him is pretty damn close. Now, be careful sitting up here. The guy that killed the dude next to you might not have been this guy that drove away. It could be somebody sitting over in Promenade, waiting for you, right? All right, so now you put yourself in a position where I wouldn't have shot at that guy at all. I would have noticed circles coming in. I got to get safe. I'm at a high point, so I'm going to have to end up bailing out. I'm not going to shoot my gun to let everyone know where I'm at and then make myself very exposed and very vulnerable by parachuting into safety, especially heading to hospital. All right, so let's look at the map, guys. Now, look, we got a decision to make. We're in a very bad area. Strategically, this is a terrible area because, well, one, you've got 3 guys in hospital on UAV, right? You've got one right there, and there's like one somewhere around this area that was up there earlier. On top of that, you've got 3 guys over here that are going to be moving in as well. So that's going to put 3 targets around this area. There's already one up here with a vehicle, and there's already one up here with 2 vehicles. This man's got all the vehicles. So you're looking at having potentially, of course, these guys will probably kill themselves off, but you're potentially looking at, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players all fighting for one hill, right? You do not want to get caught in the middle of that. I honestly would make my way up this hill and either A, fight this guy early, take his vehicle and dip to safety, dip deeper in the circle, or B, if you want to play passive, if you want to sneak across, I would just sneak across past the buy station, make my way to train station, and then start making my next rotations based off the next circle. All right, so remember, we got 3, 4, 30 dead bodies right here, right? This is a very, very bad spot. Now, you're passing up a munition stash and you're passing up an armor stash as well. And when I say stash, I'm referring to the boxes, the crates. So armor crates, ammo crates, whatever you want to call them. All right, so he played sneaky. He got the vehicle and he just dipped out. He didn't want to fight with it. He went right to the train station. All right, I stand corrected. I thought for sure you're going to try to stick around, but you made the right call bailing out of that situation because I promise you, nobody wants that juice. You were in the worst position. If you would have been the guy on the hill, you would have had the best position. You could get people coming up from any angle you wanted. All right, so I love the fact that he used the precision strike to clear off the rooftop as he goes up. It'll make enemies freak out. They'll start looking off of the roof because they imagine they were seen from the outskirts. All right, so we're looking at 31 enemies left. You already got 7 kills. You got a shit ton of money. You got a lot of money. So I would definitely, I wouldn't spend it all, of course. Don't spend it all, but I would definitely get another UAV up. I might even buy 2 UAVs probably. I'd probably get a UAV up and hold on to one. That way when I got across, I'd have another one right next to it. Now, a lot of people hate train station. I, for one, really don't. There's a lot of ways to get in train station and get out train station without being in open cover. So you have a lot of cover around train station. So it's a really good area to be in, especially now that it's opened inside. I really do like train station. So guys, when you're at train station, you have to leave. Don't panic and don't freak out. It's a really great place to outplay enemies. Now, I would imagine that this guy is probably above him. Oh, never mind. He's probably below him. Because, yeah, he's in the train. According to the heartbeat, right? Yeah. Hit the train. So you start learning how to read your heartbeat. Start learning the distance of the heartbeat, the angle of the heartbeat. Like, how far out is one blip? How far out is one line? You got to know that. Because right now, he's in the train. You can jump down on top of the train and shoot him in the head. All right, he just left the train. He's leaving. In that situation, you had to bolt your gun, which is already the first no-no. Always make sure you switch your weapon after you bolt your chamber. unless you're mid-fighting. But after the fight, make sure all your rounds are chambered and everything's good to go. Now, the first problem was you had your ram out. The ram is perfect to kill in that range. That is a mid-range fight right there, and that is what the ram is built for. Ram is not a close-range gun. It is not a long-range gun. The ram is built for medium-range combat, which is exactly what this is. So now, instead of spraying him in the back and killing him, you're putting yourself in a position where you're relying on your sniper shot at a pretty close range for no reason at all. You may hit the shot, which is cool, but again, if you do miss the shots, you'll be kicking yourself in the ass. Knowing when to switch guns for what fight is a very crucial thing in this game. A lot of people whip their snipers out for the wrong reason. Even in this situation here, don't use a sniper. Make sure you're using your ram. All right, now you're in a position, though, where you're gatekeeping him. He's got to move past the trains to get to you, and he's in a fight right now, unfortunately for him. So push yourself up against the trains and shoot the guy in the face. Oh. You changing your sensitivity, your ADS sensitivity will change your life, I promise. Don't want to go too low, but you don't want to stay that high for sure. No matter what your favorite content creator uses, no matter what your favorite streamer says is the best, it's only best for your reaction time, as fast as your thumbs move, your different controllers and things like that. There's so many variables that come into play when it comes to sensitivity. All right, so now we're in a situation right here. This is an easy kill. Absolutely annihilated. Super easy kill, man. Oh, that couldn't have gone more perfect for you. No really analyst there. All right, so here's where in-game circle comes into play, and I hope he pulls his map up so we can kind of look at this circle, and I can kind of show you different rotations in different spots from no matter what angle you're at, right? All right, he notices the buy station over there. Again, I'd highly recommend against cutting across all those open fields to get to the buy station, especially in-game. That's the last buy station in the game. Everyone's going to keep their eye on there, and there's others going to be wanting to get their stuff too. So we're playing slow, waiting for circle to come in. He's going to start playing passive to try to get the win. He's got 8 kills, 11 people left. This is his moment to shine. This is when he wants to play for the win. Most people late game, even if they start off going for high kill games, they'll start panicking and they'll start slowing it down so they can get the W. To rotate to his compound too early is, I mean, it's not a terrible idea. If you're chasing down kills, go for it for sure. But if you're changing your gameplay, it's not really a good idea. You have 10 enemies left. There's probably other people here as well. We just saw a vehicle pull up, so I know there's another person there. All right, the guy's definitely above you. I always tell you guys not to put yourself in a position to be in an area where you only have one way in and one way out. Him putting himself in this bathroom, if someone threw a thermite or a C4 in here, he'd be toast. If someone was even in that bedroom and they put an angle on him, there's no way he can move out. You want to play the entire bedroom, not just the bathroom. Make sure you give yourself multiple outlets so if you have to bail from the fight, you can do so. Also, you want the roof. Get to the top. You want to fight these guys. Remember, just because they have the high ground, just because they took a car and was aggressive at getting at the building, doesn't mean they're a better player. Right now, if you got this kill and you move to the rooftop, you'd have the high ground. There's 6 enemies left. Once you killed him, there'd be 5, and you'd be able to get all those kills as well. You have the highest point on the map. This is the perfect opportunity. What's basically happening right now is all 6 of these enemies are all inside buildings. They're all inside bedrooms, probably right next to each other, and too afraid to move, just like Big Dave is. Now, Big Dave, I'm not hating on you. This is a very, very, very common thing. I'd say 70% of players do this, especially in game. When it's in game, tension is high, right? But just take a breath, calm down, trust your shots. Nobody has shot a bullet in the last collapse.
Safe zone relocated. Time's almost up. Finish the mission.
So basically, we're in this standoff where we wait for the first person to make a move, right? The circle's closing in very slowly, so everyone's just gonna be holding doorways just like he is and waiting for others to walk in. I believe there's still someone on your roof, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong. There's only one blip to his east now because one just died. But I definitely, if you're using a heartbeat sensor, just do a 360 scan with it real quick. All right, this footsteps. He's coming by the building. Yeah, there he is. All right, so now we have a situation where you have one guy outside the window and you have the guy on the roof. You have a gas mask, right? The guy on the high ground, I feel like he's going to win because he's got the best position. You're going to be forced out of this window before he has to hop off the corner of the building, right? So he's going to stay up there. He's going to shoot down on you, and it's going to be really hard for you to quickly ADS and even see him, much less shoot him and kill him. Don't jump out the window and chase this guy. Let them fight it out. Utilize your gas mask. Make the circle force the guy on the roof off the roof and then shoot him. Remember, guys, this circle's moving relatively quick for as small as it is. Those 6 ticks on the gas mask, you'll survive. So don't chase this guy. Wait for the other 2 to get in a fight and then third party them. All right, right here. You have 1 bullet now. So we hopped out of the building. We revealed our position. We wasted an entire mag on the guy. Again, change your ADS sensitivity. Trust me, it will change your life. And the guy's still on the roof. I'm not worried about the guy that was down here. Roof boy, he's been my main concern since we got to this area. All right, now going for the loot, also a bad idea. Play the edge of the building, start looking up. We knew the guy was up there. There's no reason why we didn't look up top after we got the kill, and we ran out in the open. Now we get the gas mask animation. He gets the crack with the armor. Oh! He's trying to throw another C4. Hey, let's go! He's trying to throw another C4. And he got in the vehicle. That's unfortunate, but you got the kill. Look, I was wrong about a couple things. You know, circle rotated completely different than where I thought it was going to go, and you ended up winning the game. I wasn't doubting your ability. I was just doubting your position. If the guy up top would have had a gas mask and he would have played exactly how I was saying, sat back, waited for you 2 to be forced out, and then shot y'all while y'all were in the center of the circle, that would be an easy kill. I was kind of saying the same thing, but you ended up getting the kill with a C4. It ended up working, so good on you, brother. But honestly, the biggest thing, Big Dave, I think I have for you is just try to avoid going out the open for loot when the area is not 100% clear. And your biggest thing, change your ADS sensitivity. I know I said it like 5 times, but change it. Load up a custom game, practice against bots for 30 minutes, get used to it, and it'll change your life forever. But guys, if you guys want to submit your gameplay again, make sure you join my Discord. The link will be in the description below. But guys, y'all have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one. Yo guys, Savage here, Big Dave again. Thank you for letting me analyze your gameplay. I had a blast doing it. I'm glad I was able to hit on some different tips and tricks than our normal videos. So like I said, every video that I get is always different. So it's great to have a variety. But guys, if you would like some more tips and tricks, make sure you click one of these links over here. And again, subscribe by hitting the button below. Y'all have a good one and good luck in Warzone.